how's everyone doing? Welcome to From Z to A, Alphabetical Interviews with Zach Andersen. I am Zach Andersen. Today we're here at Sage Sound Studios for the 64th edition of Monsters of Acoustic Rock, and I am joined by Mo Andres.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for being on the show. I'm going to ask you the difficult questions as long as it has something to do with the letters of your name.
Amazing.
Alright, so we're going to start with M. When writing a song, do you tend to start with music, melody, lyrics? Does it vary song to song?
I've gotten this one before, and it does vary from song to song, but essentially, most of the time, like 80% of the time, it happens at the same time.
Okay.
So like when I think of lyrics, they often come with a melody.
Alright.
Which is,
Excellent.
Yeah.
Nice. And if you could play a gig with any other act in the world at any venue in the world, who would it be with and where would it be?
I think that because she's one of my big inspirations, Joni Mitchell.
Okay.
Just in terms of like how I write songs, it would be so cool to sing with her.
Yeah.
Venue-wise, just in general, I grew up doing theater, so Carnegie Hall has always been my like dream stage. I don't know if it would be really accurate to my future gig with Joni Mitchell.
Right.
But if it was, I think it would be Carnegie Hall.
Nice.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, exactly. I would definitely go to that show.
Right?
So, yeah. Do you find that you get nervous before gigs? And if so, how do you overcome it?
Sometimes I don't get nervous before gigs, and then I'll be in the middle of the gig and I'll be like, whoo, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. But I normally do get nervous before gigs, and because like I grew up doing theater, it's something that I've learned how to overcome in ways. Some days are obviously worse than others, but deep breathing, just trying to be in the here and now, and telling myself like, it's not that I'm just performing, it's more like I'm sharing something that someone might need to hear. Yeah. And I think that is the thing that keeps me sort of out of my own head and into the art.
Yeah. That's excellent advice. If you could describe your style of music in 2 words, what would those words be?
Happy, sad.
Happy, sad.
Yeah. Sometimes just sad, though. Hate to say it, but it's true.
I totally get that. But I do love happy, sad.
Right, yeah. It's always a good time.
Yeah. Is there anything that's required of you to do in order to get ready for a gig? Do you have any pre-show rituals?
That's a good question. Sometimes I forget them when I'm like nervous and I'm forgetting everything. But I do like to stretch, do a little yoga to get the air flowing to like all of the different appendages. I like to, lip trills. This afternoon I steamed my vocal cords.
Oh.
That's kind of a new thing.
All right.
Learned that from like Broadway singers. So, I don't know. I think it varies from gig to gig.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And what would you say has been your most embarrassing or most peculiar moments that you've experienced on stage?
Well, I've not been singing my own music on stage for very long, but always the most embarrassing moments are, it's not even just when I mess up, because when I mess up, it's like, okay, everybody knows. Sometimes, though, I mess up, but I'm the only one who knows, and it's like, I have to focus so hard to not tell anyone that, oh my god, I just messed up. Did you guys get that? And they're like, oh my god, it was so great. And I'm like, but I was there. So I think that's the most embarrassing thing, is like thinking that, I messed up one note, I'm the worst performer in the world, I'm gonna quit. And then someone's like, oh, you did so great afterwards, and I say like, well, that's a little embarrassing. It's something I'm working on. I think like that, self-love is like one of those things that seeps into everything. And so with my journey with that, it's like, I got things to work on. Yeah.
We're always our own worst critic.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But Yeah, I've definitely been there.
Yeah.
And when you're coming up with a set list, do you tend to plan things out meticulously ahead of time, or would you make it up on the fly, change things up depending on how people react to certain songs?
Well, for a longer set, so like for tonight's set, I definitely planned things out.
Okay.
Sometimes I get onto the stage and I have a thought and then it happens. So sometimes things change that way. For shorter sets, like 3-song sets, I will just, be there, check out the vibe of the place. Those are usually like the open mics, and see what I think the audience might, really respond to. Yeah.
Nice. And I like to end all my interviews with 3 interesting or random facts about yourself that many people may not know.
Okay. Freshman orientation of college, I started a band with my friends, like during the first week. That was one of my formative experiences. And after that week, we had 1 gig and we broke up the band. And I think that's how everyone should start their music career. Second fun fact is that, well, a lot of people do know this, but I am from Georgia, so I'm not originally from Connecticut. I came here for school, and I've just stuck around since graduating. But a lot of my music comes from like my Georgia roots. It's like, that folky, almost country, but not quite vibes. And then the third fun fact, I accidentally ate a bee once.
Oh.
Yeah. It was an accident.
Okay.
It was also during freshman orientation.
That was an interesting week.
Yeah, it was an interesting week. It was, I thought it was a really crunchy piece of ice.
Oh.
But that was not what it was.
Any stinging on the way down?
No. It was just, it fell into my apple juice.
Yeah. Happens.
Yeah, extra protein.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
If you want to check out Mo Andres, please visit the link below. And now we'll cut to performance from Mo. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.
I saw you in the mirror, and you told me only moments last a few. And winding to the future, can I stop the birds a while? Tell you everything I want to tell you. There's a dog out in the yard, holding on to something. Love will grace him in the dark, but does he know what's coming? Finding pieces of our past, put them on the wall, 'cause we know moments only last for a little while. Press for me.